Good day, students. Thank you for joining me again on another session on completing our SBA. This is part of a series that has already been started. We have already done our tutorial, our full tutorial, explaining the concept behind the SBA, the different components of the SBA, and how you should carry out this SBA. We've already looked at writing your plan of investigation. Now we're going to move on to the next section, which would be your reflection one. However, before we do our reflection one, there must be certain things that will be covered. We're going to look at our SBA sample that we started last time, and we are going to get to that. So if you remember this page, our last session was about your plan of investigation. I'm hoping that you would have all completed your plan of investigation using that resource video. Now we're going to move on to the next section, which is your reflection one. However, outside of your reflection one, we're looking at our sources. So this is a schedule of how the students decided that they're going to meet in the group and how they're going to plan out whatever they need to plan. And as you can see, they have set when they have completed, etc. You will keep your records of this. However, that is part of the quality of your group activity. And as you can see, the students said that after they have already chosen their topics, they're going to do their plan investigation, and they are going to go ahead and collect their artifacts, right? So after your plan of investigation is your collected artifacts, because you cannot do your reflection one without finding your sources. So let's look at the sources that this individual found. Here she provided the website where she researched her first bit of information, 3 ways your lifestyle and environment affect your hair growth. So this was the first piece of data that she said had the relevant information that she needed. And she decided that she's going to pull information from this source to use for her SBA. As you can see, it is an online website, as was stated in her plan of investigation. Your artifacts must come from the sources that you said you were going to look at or look on when you did your plan of investigation. Her second artifact, so she gave the section, her second artifact was in fact another YouTube video, which is another online source, a YouTube video, which is called My Ultimate Hair Growing Guide, 25 Hacks to Growing Your Hair Longer by Miss Tiffany M.A., which was uploaded 2 months before this portfolio was completed and had 159 views. And the link is provided in her article too. As you can see, she said she was going to watch YouTube videos and YouTube videos only. Lastly, she used her third artifact, which is a book called How to Make Your Hair Grow Faster, Simple, Cheap, and Effective Natural Techniques. And this book was found on Amazon, right? So this book could have been purchased on Amazon, and she gave the link to the Amazon ebook version. However, there's a printed version of this that you can also purchase on Amazon. But she gave the link to the Amazon ebook and actual book hardcover. We call them paperback, so that they can see the 3 articles that were chosen. So before doing your reflection one, you should have already completed the research on the topic and found the 3 pieces of data or the 3 resources that you are going to use in your presentation that will be used to do your reflections as well as your written reports. So these are the three sources, and now that we have found the three sources, we can go ahead and look at our first reflection. Your reflection one. Now, your reflection one is summary based. So it's like a summary, but this type of summary we'll call a literature review. So as you know, there can be different types of summaries. You can have a book review, you can have a synopsis of a book plot, you can have a movie review with the synopsis of the movie plot. You can have all these different types of summaries, but this particular summary is called a literature review, where you are going to summarize or paraphrase, and sometimes you can even cite directly, as in direct quotation, sources that you're going to use in your portfolio, and then you're going to say how you're going to incorporate them or what information can be derived from the extract that you're using that is pertinent to the portfolio that you're trying to complete. So there are three questions again that you're going to repeat for each artifact, and you're going to go ahead and follow this format. The first question is, what is the name of the artifact and the type of writing or the type of content it is? Okay, so this requires you to know what is the label, what form of communication is this particular source that you have selected. So I repeat, what is the name? You can give the name of the article, the whatever, you just give the title. You give the name of the individual who wrote it, and then you state what type of article or what is the purpose or intention of the article. So the question was answered, the online article. So we know it's an online article. The form of communication has been identified. The online article, 3 ways your lifestyle and environment affects your hair growth. That's the name. By, so this individual did not state the author, but you go ahead and state your author. By, and you put in the person name, informed me. So we know this is an informative piece because they use the word informed. Some words that you can use is informed, highlighted, explained, listed. It depends on the type of source that it is. You have to know what is the function of the piece of writing that is being used to communicate. So this is an informative piece. It's an online article. The name of it is 3 ways your lifestyle and environment affects your hair growth. And it states what is the information that was extracted from the piece. So it is the summary. So the summary is, it informed me about the summary, the natural factors like stress and good nutrition, which affects hair growth negatively and positively. This article is talking about nutrition and how nutrition affects your hair negatively and positively. This is what the individual chose to extract from the article. The last question is, how are you going to use this, or how has it contributed to your learning? This article inspired me to be more aware of the things that I do daily that can affect my hair growth negatively. It also influenced me to be more cautious about the environment that I am around. So to repeat, we have the name of the artifact. So this is simply what we call citing. So citing your sources is simply stating the name, the place where you got the information, and the people or person or the organization, individual responsible for creating the information. This is called citing. So the first thing you're going to do is cite your article. So you have 3 ways your lifestyle and environment affects your hair growth, followed by the other information. Where you got the information, it's an online article. What was the purpose or the intention of the author was to inform about, and then you summarize what the information was. So you have to give a summary of what you read, or a summary or paraphrase, or if it's a short line, you can even cite that line. And then the next question will be, how are you going to use it, or how has it impacted you, or what did you learn after you engage with the content? And you're going to repeat this 3 times for the 3 different artifacts that you have chosen. So let's look at how she has used this format for the 3 artifacts. The video title, so we know this is a video and not an online article. The video titled, My Ultimate Hair Growing Guide, 25 Hacks to Grow Your Hair Longer and Faster, informed me about the personal measures that an individual can take to increase their hair growth. That's the summary of what was in the video. What did she take away? This video helped me to understand that I can personally do things to increase my hair growth. It inspired me to take better care of my hair in order to increase my hair growth. The next artifact, the book, so we know it's a book, How to Make Your Hair Grow Faster, imparted to me more personal measures that someone can do to increase their hair growth. The book influenced me to be aware of foods that I eat that are not good for hair growth. So as you can see, the format remains the same as we go along for each artifact. We are simply repeating the process of citing the information, stating the type of communication that our artifact is, followed by a summary of what was extracted from the content, as well as what pertinent information was taken and how it affected or impacted you as you learned. This is how you will complete your reflection 1. If you answer these questions in complete sentences accurately and you reflect carefully on information that you're trying to convey, when you have completed this, you would have completed your reflection 1. The word limit for the reflection 1 is 100 words. So you're not supposed to go over 100 words. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you can complete this task. I will continue to give you feedback individually and as a group when your drafts are uploaded on Google Classroom. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good evening.